So I'm James Spear with Sundance Media Group, and today we're going to go through a walkthrough tour of our Aero Vehicle Operations Center, also known as the A.V.O.C. What the A.V.O.C is good for is actually responding out to emergency situations or prolonged situations to where we need to have our UAVs on scene, be able to charge batteries, support local law enforcement, search and rescue, fire in their environments while the situation is happening or post-situation. So let's go ahead and take a little walkthrough through this thing. So the first thing you're going to notice when you look through the A.V.O.C is our TV here on the right-hand side, which is for weather and observing our HDMI inputs. Right now we're running it as a video. The other thing this has is actual antenna access, so we can watch the local news if we need to see what's going on around us as well. If it's a fire, it's a wind shift, we know that ahead of time. Next to that is going to be our HP G2 computer center. Each one of these 3 sets of screens is one computer. What we use these for is to make sure that we have the data that we need, data that's been captured. We can also live feed from the aircraft or the UAV into these computers and then out over our cradle point and internet access point and out to IP using a A.V.O.C type program or other proprietary software. So this is our workstations. This is where you're going to find us most of the time. This whole thing is air conditioned because in Las Vegas it gets hot, and so while you're working with all this equipment it gets warm. And so we'll seal these computers and we can do that. We can also fly from these computers using our visual observers outside, our pilots connected to the aircraft. We can fly from in here and actually monitor everything that's going on with the aircraft in certain situations. Next to that is going to be our battery charging station. So we can charge 32 batteries at a time on the shelves using the Venom 4-port chargers for the H and H520. We also have EV-Peak dual-port H520 chargers. Next to that is the Venom Commercial Series. Nice thing about the Venom Commercial Series is it's hooked into the internet, so I can use my cell phone or an internet-connected device and actually see what my batteries are charging status is, what the life expectancy of that battery is, and using Venom's new program, I can actually have them send me a new battery and I send them one back under their new program. And they can monitor that and know exactly when that battery is going to die and take care of that for me. On your other side of your wall here, we have our Fox Fury section. Fox Fury is a lighting company. They make scene lighting and emergency lighting. It's all battery operated. This is their storage area for us and charging area, so we can use their lights at night, during the day, charge them while we're out doing an operation, and then be able to get those deployed and put back away so we can move everything. And then our last station, and probably the most important part of the entire operation, is our safety center. So this first bag that you see here is actually salt tablets. When you crash an aircraft and the LiPo battery is on the verge of expanding or exploding, salt water is the way to actually neutralize that battery and then turn it back into your local battery recycling area. Then we have our more advanced first aid kit. This has more of our first aid equipment for cuts and scrapes and stitches. Then we have our basic first aid kit. This has bandages, wraps, and splints in it. Then, of course, the fire extinguisher, because inherently dangerously working with generators and gasoline and drones, you're more than likely going to start a fire at some point. And then our hoodman area, our operations, we always use the launch and land pad, like the one that's at the back of the trailer. So this is where we fold them up and store them for when we're moving. So hopefully you enjoyed your tour of the A.V.O.C, and we look forward to seeing you out on a site sometime soon.